Hello, Virgo. It's Lulu, and today I'm going to do your March 2020 spiritual conversation. Thank you. All right. Any information that you need is in the description box. Yes. If you are looking for the other readings for this month, please check the pinned comment. I put the link to the playlist in the comments. Thank you. Because I noticed that a lot of people were asking about readings that are already done. Now then, thank you for your like, shares, subscribes, and comments. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you. Any information that you need, again, is in the description box, darling. Thank you. All right, angels, what do you have for Virgo? I know they've been patiently waiting. They've been patiently waiting. What do you have for Virgos, please? Thank you. Ooh. So in the month of March, there are a number of things that you may be starting or may have started to release yourself from. Okay. And I feel as though it will be completed going into the coming months, however much work needs to be done to release certain things. So we'll find out what's going on. Because I'm also seeing here that some of you may even be looking for a new job or looking for a new way of structuring the things that you already have going on. It could be your business or what have you, but I feel as though many of you are taking advantage of social media, taking advantage of, not in a bad way, y'all, but taking advantage of the opportunities that are present with the World Wide Web. Thank you. I'm so excited. I know y'all wanted y'all reading, but I'm just so excited because I wasn't feeling like this. It's a lot been going on, but at any rate, don't say nothing, Lulu. Shut up. Thank you. All right. So the first thing that comes out goes with what I thought in the first place. There may be a number of doors that are opening for you, a number of options, a number of things that could possibly, different directions that you could possibly go. Some of you may even be thinking about relocating, but overall, you may feel as though you don't have enough information to make a solid decision. You may feel as though there's not enough money to make a solid decision. There may even be this insight that's being that you have regarding your direction, regarding the way that in which you may want to go or what you need to release in order for you to move forward. I knew it. So whatever it is that you are attached to, any attachments. Number one is late 30s, after 10. So y'all already know it might go down tonight. So there are certain things that are coming to the forefront when it comes to how you see things, how you see your own patterns of behavior, how you see whatever your emotional beliefs are, whatever fears may be arising, and why are those fears arising, and taking into account how you can change certain things. Some of you may even be in a space where you want to step more fully into who you are. And they're assisting you with that. You may have been feeling imbalanced for a while, but there is some balance coming in so that you can be clear on your vision, clear on your direction, clear on how you even communicate or what you are showing to others of who you are. So I feel like many of you may be coming to a space with this attachment card, okay? Coming into a space where whatever you've been holding on to, any ideals, any you may be changing your major at school is what I heard, okay? So anything that you have been holding on to and have been falsely feeling like you are confined or restricted, this is from within. Some of you may even feel as though you are attached or have to do things a certain way. And before you can even release yourself from this way of doing things, this way of seeing things, this way of being, that personal vision has to come to the forefront. Once you make a decision, I feel as though this is going to bring you a lot of balance. This is going to have you to the point where you will be more confident and courageous on how you move forward, confident and courageous on how you, knowing that the choice that you make is the best choice for yourself and all involved. Okay, I'm trying not to get too close in this camera because it is. What else? Now, So let's check on these options. Getting in tune with your goals as well. It may be relocating or deciding to have do some type of home improvements and needing the cooperation of the person that you may live with, cohabitating. But you are really trying to decide what is the best decision for yourself, what makes sense for you and your home front here. Because I don't feel like y'all are unstable when it comes to your living situation. It's just this is more work that you are doing on yourself, or making decisions that are going to bring you some type of prosperity possibly in the future here. There may be some job offers that are coming through, and you're trying to figure out which ones to go with, or a bid on a home, or a bid on reconstructing or remodeling a home. Let's see here. What are these options? Yeah. It may pain you to make this decision. Again, with this Three of Swords, this is bringing that feeling pain, grief, or mental anguish from certain decisions that may have been made in the past, or certain decisions that you know that if you make this one decision, something else may not work out the way that you thought, or if you make this one decision, or this one option becomes available to you and you take it, it's still a decision. Okay. It may be something that harms, or someone else may not be in agreement with. But I feel like most of this has to do with you doing what's best for you and your family with this Ten of Cups right here. What is this personal balance? I also feel there's going to be some strong energies coming through for you this month, moving into April. A lot of strong energy, because you are being exalted in a sense to reach certain goals. So you are receiving a lot of information and utilizing information from the past. You do have a huge download coming, but we'll get to that in a second because I'm only reading the first three cards. So with this, it feels like Syrian energy. It feels like some strong... this is ancient wisdom. This is a lot of you utilizing what is already available to you, but figuring out how to utilize this, right? It could even be with you, with a gathering. You may have gone through a gathering stage in the recent past, whatever that is to you, whatever the recent past means to you. But you may have gone through a gathering stage and finally gotten some clarity on exactly where you are and what you are supposed to do. Time is of the essence. So I think that is going to be very important for you to remember as well. Clarify this. Reaching your goals with confident courage, the strength, right? This may even be that you are needing to balance the masculine and feminine within you. Y'all know I just went through that. I'm not going to talk about it. Where she at? Let's bring her to the forefront now. Okay. Balancing the masculine and feminine energies may be, once you make a decision, and now that you've made a decision to move, in order for you to succeed with your goals, it's going to have to be some balance, right? They're saying that use this soft, tolerable control in order for you to continue to move forward, in order for you to attain the desired results that you seek. Acknowledge. They want you to really acknowledge who you are, where you are, and where you plan to be. Acknowledge it, okay? What is this attachment? Oh, patterns of behavior, repetitive things. Yep. It may have to do... Okay, so I clarified this attachment card. Got the 10 of coins. So anything that you may feel is holding you back, it's not. Nothing is holding you back from your desired results. Nothing but you. Nothing but your view of things, how you see things. They want you to have some type of clarity and some balance when it comes to your finances, have some type of financial restraint. I feel as though some of you may have people wanting to, they may think that you have more than what you have. There may be people, see how these people are praising her? All right. So it's going to be important that if you've been very giving in the past, that you come down from that and use your discernment when lending. You know how I always say, if you ain't got it to lend, because you may not get it back. If you know if you ain't got it to lend, or if you lend something, you lend without expectation, even if you got it in writing. Okay. Now, there may even be an old pattern of behavior when it comes to your spending as well. The things that you spend on, how you spend, or what have you, is at the forefront as well. When it comes to, if it has to do with relocating, some of you may need to cut cords with a home that you are in, especially if you have active portals. Okay, you want to release the attachment that you have to that home, so that you can move forward. Now, as you know, back I think in 2017, I discussed this with y'all, that I had to do that. The house was holding on to me, gonna let me go. And then the house got to the point where I'm ready to go, and the house like, okay, you need to get your ass up out of here. I flew by the seat of my pants when that happened. I'm like, okay, the cord is completely cut. Ain't no pulling and tugging. Now, clarify this 10 of Pentacles, please. Yeah. So some of you are literally, all this fire, and then this Queen of Wands came out as well. This is either you standing in your truth and making things happen regardless, or or it's easily that there may be someone who is. I think that this is someone that you, maybe a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, whoever, right? But I really feel like this is someone who may give you some type of advice. This may be someone who may this may be the person that is selling you a house, or you are selling your home to. I just really feel like this person has something to do with your finances. This person has something to do with balancing of the finances here. And I also feel as though this person has something to do with a different way of life, a different lifestyle. Okay, so that could easily be you going from being very okay. That could easily be you going from being so Virgo-ish, right? And moving more into that fire energy, being releasing yourself, not taking no holds barred, not trying to worry about whose toes you step on when it comes to you living in your full purpose, not worrying about how you are seen, or how you, like, I feel that may be y'all. It's like, it's time for me to take care of myself. It's time for me to step into my truth, right? So that is real strong. And by doing so, what follows that is a cornucopia of blessings, bitch. Harvest season. So, by you moving accordingly to your divine life path, and being mindful of any obstacles, blocks, challenges, or what have you, and doing what you need to when you are called to, being standing in your truth and being true to who you are when it comes to lining up with your true north and getting in tune with your star player, honey. That cornucopia of blessings is coming through. It's right here. They say divine timing is at play. Divine intervention has also taken place here. Some of you may end up leaving a situation or relationship where, I said I was going to stop saying some of you. I'm going to let it go. It'll happen eventually. It's been a long time. It's going to take some time to get rid of it. But I do see where there may be some heartbreak. There may be some heartbreak because people may have been expecting certain things in certain ways of you, and now that you are not being passive with certain people, or passive in how you do certain things, you may be dropping a couple of tears, or someone is dropping a few tears here. And that's okay. It needs to transpire, because I feel as though you may come to a space where your intuition kicks up another notch. Your guidance, your ability to tap in kicks up another notch. You are able to see things even more so from 12 different angles at this time. So be mindful of that. Okay. Ask them what's for the greater good when it comes to that, because I really feel that when this kicks in, it's going to be a little overwhelming, right? There's a influx of emotion when this happens, because you release yourself, or begin the process of releasing yourself from old ways of being, old ways of doing things. And then you see where you have unlocked a door. You've broken some type of stronghold that you may have thought that was on you or over you. You begin to realize that you are the master of, you are the sovereign ruler of yourself. There was nothing for you to fear in the first place. You know what you need to compromise. Any stagnation, you already know why that was. Any complacency, you know why that was. Okay, I like it, baby. Flow through words. Okay. What is this cornucopia of blessings, honey? There's some huge shakeup. There's some huge revelation. There's some huge event that happens that is a blessing in disguise, as usual. But it's evident that the tower is clarifying harvest season. So there is something that will be happening, and that will be earth shattering, it may appear. Everything ain't what it seems. Okay? Now then. This is going to bring joy and happiness to you, honey. I like it. This is going to bring you emotional satisfaction, emotional contentment, but not without your feelings going on a roller coaster, maybe a roller coaster. Okay? Because right when you felt like you couldn't take any more, right when you felt as though, this is that divine intervention with this number 11 here. So be mindful. Go ahead and start to do your get back into your daily rituals, grounding yourself, protecting yourself, working on your self-mastery, self-awareness, because it's going to be very important for you to do these things. When this happens, it's like either you will look at yourself as a martyr, or you will look at yourself as a victor and not some victim, right? You're not looking for any shoulder to cry on. You just know that things happen the way that they should, and how things were meant to be. Because with this Ten of Swords, there may be some type of you may have been worried or stressed about certain things, and then boom, something huge happens. Like I think with this tower, this is a huge this happened. Okay, so we know it happens out of nowhere, but this happens and as a result, there's a cornucopia of blessings. See, as a result, you get what you thought, right? When, because you were trying to force it. You trying to force things to happen, force this, force that. And once you began to release yourself from certain things, and you allow, like some of you haven't even said anything about something that you know it may have been worrying you, stressing you. You may have been having some anxieties about certain things, but you stayed the course and allowed things to just unravel, and then boom, moving forward. When it comes to all of the different things that are when it comes to the clarity that you need, when you come to that space, right? You need clarity when you come to this space where, oh, I must not have made the right decision. I could have had even bigger results if I did this. Oh, blah, 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 blah. This is the point where it's going to be very important for you to write down any questions that you have and place those under your pillow. Before you even let your feet touch the ground, you go ahead and write down the answers that they give you, because you know you're some of us. Okay. Don't remember everything that was told or seen in a dream. So you will have a lot of lucid dreams at this time. You may even around this time, you may even have an issue with being able to wake up completely. What do I mean? When it comes, when you know how, okay, I went through this last year. Whew. So It may take you longer to realize that you are in the waking world. It may take longer for you to really get your momentum. So make sure that you do your upper body stretches and rotations and stuff like that we talked about in the morning. Do your meditations in the morning. Do your affirmations in the morning. Even if it feels as though if you're dragging, I just feel like some of you may be dragging. You may be drinking more coffee or more, trying to do more things with energy drinks or pills, powders, or whatever, right? So here's the thing. When your chi energy feels off like that, because that's just your vital energy, you just don't feel like yourself and you're trying to boost it on your own. I used to try to do my rebounder, and yeah, that shit didn't work because you just got to let yourself wake up, baby. So you'll just be putting things in your system that won't be working at that time. And it's in part because you have to come back fully here, but also with you receiving all of the information that you are receiving at that time and trying to process it. Try not to, okay, Virgo, here we go. Don't forget I'm a Virgo rising, I understand. Try not to overanalyze these things because it's just going to cause you a lot of stress. It's going to cause you to feel as though you can't accomplish it. It's like a back and forth that may transpire, so you don't want that. So just be mindful of that. I done rambled enough. Thank you. See, happy family. There are some things that may be revealed in your dream state, which is our reality, right? There may be some things that are revealed to you that, like some memories. There may be some memories that come back. I'll clarify it in a minute. But what it's going to do is trigger you to take more, making self-care a priority. It's going to trigger that you needn't worry about certain things anymore. That was the past. That is your childhood. Whatever it is that you were trying to release yourself from that really is all in your mind, the work, they want you to hold yourself accountable for what you need to. Whatever you don't, it's time to forgive certain things. Again, with forgiveness, it's for you, not for the other person. So be mindful of that on this journey at this time. There are going to be some visits here. And it's really like there are certain, like, if you haven't been able to contact certain loved ones or haven't really felt their presence or what have you, they're about to visit you to let you know that they are applauding you for the good work that you've done. They are letting you know that they are on your side and they are proud of you. So some of you may even just see someone just sitting or smell them in passing, right? Clarify this, Ten of Cups. What you visualize, they want you to, okay, so you are visualizing even more so your expected outcome, your desired outcome. Using that Queen of Wands energy again. I feel that some of you may have had a mother that was a Queen of Wands, and you may be visiting them or finally coming to terms with certain things that may have transpired between you and your mother here. But overall, I'm just seeing that you will be feeling more sexy. You'll be feeling more charismatic. You'll be feeling more in charge of your being and everything around you, in charge. And what's crossing that? The Magician. Yes. Let's just clarify this Queen of Wands first. Clarify this Queen of Wands for me, please, and thank you. Yep. Being able to manifest what it is that you want. You a powerful motherfucker. You's a magical motherfucker. It looks like there's a need to celebrate, or you will be celebrating here. Could be a baby shower, but you will be celebrating how far you have come so far. You have a lot of fours in here, a whole lot of fours. Okay, there it is. Finally releasing yourself from things that no longer serve you when it comes to having to delegate between who does what. Like, this is successful co-parenting. This is success with contracts, but also this is bringing in that spiritual energy. Also, balancing the spiritual and material aspects of what you have going on as well. But with this Ten of Swords coming back out again, it's like you had enough anyway. So now you are delegating what you will and will not do, how you will or will not move forward, what it is that you want to manifest here. I feel that there may be someone outside of you who doesn't want, they may not want to see you happy, or they may not have thought that you would succeed here. See, somebody wants some coins, but we got to talk about it one day. We got to talk about it one day, because it's wild out here on a whole other level. I'm not going to talk about it right now. Now, someone may feel left out. Now, when it comes to scheduling an event or making something happen, I don't know if it's a baby shower, a party, a vacation, it's something like that with the children, okay? The children. You may have to put in more, or people are expecting you to put in more than what you feel that you can. They don't know that if you can do it or not here. But I'm seeing that before you make any moves, you will be needing to weigh the pros and cons of certain things, right? I also feel as though there may be a lot of responsibility placed on you here. So what you want to do is not have these anxious feelings about not having enough or not being enough, or going to court here. This that co-parenting coming back. Going to court and feeling betrayed and powerless in a situation. But once you balance the spiritual material aspects of this, I feel that you will be able to move forward from any conflicting energies when it comes to money, when it comes to your stability, your security. You'll be able to get those things together, gather yourself. Okay? Now then, what is this heartbreak? The heartbreak comes from you, again, looking back on, did I make the right decision? Was this a good investment? Will this really pay off? Whoop, 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 whoop. You are what you're doing it for. Take some time out to go out, buy some water. Take some time to go out and take a walk, ground yourself, or just get by some water so that you can have that clear, free-flowing energy of the feminine to bring in more positive energy about your direction and which way you may need to go or want to go here. I also feel that there will be some deep seated assessing of situations at this time, which is going to bring in an epiphany. So there's a huge shift that comes in when you come to this space where you feel like you didn't do the right thing. Arguments, challenges, a lot of Saturn energy is coming through here, okay? So there may be some challenges, but that is okay. What I'm seeing here is that anything that may be trying to pull you away from what it is that you need to do here, let it fall. Let it burn. Let it burn. Who's on that? Tony Braxton? I think so. One of them. Now, so there's a need to just, not even when this happens, when this tower falls, it's going to be important that you take time out, pull yourself away from the situation so that you can look at things with a calm clarity, so that you can not get emotionally triggered, okay? Because once you get in your emotions and you begin to wallow, you already know how I feel about that. Wallowing in self-pity, wallowing in indecision, wallowing in overanalyzing. No, we're not finna do that. Because with this Five of Wands, what I'm seeing is Five of Wands and the Tower, there may be some opposition, and that's okay, because what I'm seeing is that you are moving into a very huge opportunity period. In this opportunity period, what is being presented to you may cause some jealousy. It may cause some envy. It may even cause you to fear the limelight. It may cause you to reassess, did you make the right decision? Do you want to take on this journey, take on this task, take on this new opportunity because of this lack energy, right? Or because of these fears that are unfounded. Five of Swords. There may be some arguing, some bringing up some old fears or thoughts from the past. People questioning you. Don't even worry about it, because see, they got their head in their hand. You're not thinking right if your head in your hand, Pooh. Okay? All your chakras ain't even lined up right. His head down here between his, the solar plexus and the heart. So how can you think clearly if your head is between your, what is it, near your lungs and your heart. Heavy breathing. Now, so focus on your breath as well. I'm seeing here that with this Magician card, there's an offer, a huge opportunity, a healing energy, a healing of these challenges. This is a refocus. This is a reshift. This is a shift of your emotional direction. What are you going to focus on, right? Because what I'm getting here is that with this mirror magic, with this fire magic, as well as this, some of you are using all of the elements in your magic, which is going to be very beneficial with the Queen of Coin, right? Which is going to be very beneficial for you, and it's also going to lead to some partnerships. So this could be a love offer for you as well. And you want to take your time out, because I'm seeing that you may feel like your goals are out of reach, but you may need to really research and take some time out, not be discontent, but look into things a little further before making a move, because some of you are going through some massive healing, some massive changes, some different ways of looking at things with this new beginning that is coming in with this Ace of Cups, a new emotional experience, a new experience overall that is going to bring a lot of joy and love into your life, whatever it is that you are focusing on, whatever it is that you are focusing on. Okay. Now, I also feel that when you begin to reflect on things and how they have been, how you have done things, and how you plan to move forward, you're going to begin to see that you can continue to do what it is that you need to, but take into account what needs to transpire when it comes to your finances, what needs to transpire when it comes to cleansing. Also, they're saying here very strong, moving forward, that there are debts that will need to be paid. Go ahead and pay those. Some of y'all going to have to go ahead and get your crack and cheese diet. Or eat a bag of grapes for a week. I mean, hey, man, if I didn't had to do it, bro, okay. Now then. What are these financial constraints? With this new beginning that is coming in, you've come so far and you've done so much, you've built so much, you've accomplished so much, and you feel as though you should have more. Calm down, Virgo, okay? Because they want you to stand up for yourself, stand in your truth. What's going to happen is once you really take into account what needs to be done and do it in a space where you are feeling very not ego-driven. This is making a decision that has to do with what is right, right? So you may take a step back in order for you to end something. Okay, this could even be that there's some type of legality, some type of contract or what have you, and you're unsure if you want to sign it and go through it. What happens is you walk through the door valued. It's a little late for me to be singing. I ain't drunk my tea. Walking through the door of value. I held that note, bitch. All right. So you walk through the door of value, begin to see that things weren't as bad as you thought. The tears that have been shed were for a good cause. They were for a good reason. Many of you released a lot of toxic people, a lot of toxic things, ways of being. I feel like this is a lifestyle change for you. What is this door of value, honey? What is this? 10 of coins, bitch. 10 of coins. You did the right thing. You laid the proper foundation in order for you to move forward, and you are rewarded again. So y'all rewarded bite to bite. Yep. And what I'm seeing here is that there may be some conflict in your relationship or conflict in making a decision when it comes to having, you may have a number of suitors, and you may come to a space where you have to make a decision. Do you want to elevate and take the relationship that comes your way to the next level, or do you want to keep on being a player? I ain't a player, but I crush a lot. Okay. Now, so there's a decision that will need to be made. There may be some competition when it comes to matters of the heart, and someone has a decision to make as well. Some of you may even confide or get some type of information that is very priceless from another earth sign, or be collaborating with another earth sign. Collaboration, taking things to the next level, doing the work that needs to. Someone that you are spiritually connected to. Someone who is going to help you out of a situation that you thought that you would have no help with. Someone who is going to help you move forward, figure things out, sit down and have get a plan together and make things happen. Also, this could easily be a lot of communication coming in, because this is what is warranted to you, and you just have to release yourself from things that you feel are restricting you. Release yourself from the lies that you may be telling yourself, lies that other people have told you in your life. These may not be true. That's what I heard. So by the end of the month, it's going to be very important that the decisions that you make when it comes to partnering up, that you let bygones be bygones if it's someone from your past, and take things into account that you need the help or you want the help. And whoever this is going to help you clear a lot of the residual energy, a lot of the debris. This is going to restore your faith in people. Virgo, that's it. I done talked a long time here tonight, honey. If you made it this far, bitch, I'm excited. I can't believe I contained myself over 30 minutes. I'm excited. I am excited.